Dr. Cheap this Sunflower, back with another live. I am a little tardy to the party because I'm not feeling so good today, so we're going to keep it light and keep it cute. Today is Motivational Dentistry Wednesday, so we will be focusing on oral health, our teeth, um, oral hygiene. So come on in the room, tap those hearts, share. This is a conversation that's good for everyone. I see y'all to my Niji out there. Let me know where you're watching from. If you come in the building. Let me know how you feeling. Like I said, I'm not feeling too good today. But I'm on a 365-day consistency challenge. So normally I'm here at 8, but I'm super late. But better late than never. I think I'm probably at least on day 41, 42. Alright? But we're not going to talk about the excuses. We're here now, and I'm here to give you a 1 hour dedicated to us in the Hooded podcast. Make sure you turn your notifications on just in case things like this happen maybe in the future. If I have an emergency or patient or something comes up, that way you know when I go live. Alright? So yeah, I just said I can't quit because you don't feel it. You cannot quit. So how many people know how to count teeth? Put it in the comments. Do you know how to count teeth? If you didn't go to dental school, it's a high chance you don't know how to count your own teeth. So that's what we are doing today. What's going on TikTok? Tap those hearts. How y'all feeling? Don't be shy. The purpose of this broadcast, somebody said, Dr. Shon, what's good? What's good, Cake Cone 1212? How you feeling? How you feeling on Kick? What's good, Dr. Sean Gashon? I think So today we are going to be teaching beginners, students, and patients how to identify and count teeth like a pro. So we're going to blend a little bit of dental education with fun, motivation, and, just take this lightly. So welcome to the world of teeth. I am a real dentist. I extract teeth, I clean teeth, I fill teeth, I shave teeth, if you want to call it that, drill teeth. I do a lot with teeth, so I am an advocate for saving your teeth. I'm an advocate for improving your oral hygiene over time. A lot of patients walk in and they expect to be level 5-star when they walk in level 0, and it takes time to build these habits. So one thing that I know that people don't have in their skills when it comes to teeth is counting the teeth. Yo, I have a question since you're talking about teeth. Drop your questions in the chat. That's what I'm here for. I'm just talking about teeth, counting teeth to keep myself occupied, because I know the chat can kind of be shy sometimes. So feel free to open up. Let me know whatever questions you have about, not about chat, about teeth. So are y'all ready? So drop it in the chat and I'll answer it. Definitely before we end. But tap those hearts. Our goal is 1K hearts on TikTok. Make sure you grab your daily heart me here. Make sure you follow, hit all the buttons, and help me fill my gift gallery. Alright? Share the live, share the live. I have a small cavity in one of my back teeth, the molars or whatnot. Okay, you have a small cavity in one of your back teeth. Yes, that's a molar. We got our little friend, the Lion King, right here. Oh, you can't see it. We got our little friend, the Lion King, gonna help us count teeth today. Could a dentist remove the cavity but not fill it, since no one's gonna look at teeth? No, you can't remove the cavity and not fill it. And fill it could means like the filling, or you're talking about like the actual material that they put in to replace the decay that they take out of the teeth. So you put and not fill it, since no one's gonna look. I think you're talking about, can they remove the decay and not put anything in it, and that is not how fillings work. So no dentist is gonna do that, because if you leave it open, it leaves you open for sensitivity and for food to get stuck. So imagine putting a hole in the tooth. Now every time you eat, it's gonna be like a little refrigerator, making it perfect for bacteria to have them a little snack in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely want to get it filled. And even though no one's looking, you definitely need those chewing surfaces to eat with. So if there's that hole, that's bad news. So get it filled while it's only a filling, though. That I highly recommend that, because if you don't, it'll turn into a root canal, which will go to your nerve and cause pain. When you put it that way, it makes sense. I'm glad to help out. That's what I'm here for, guys. Alright, great question, by the way. Some people probably was wondering that, and I've never been asked that question. So, oh, my hat is a little too tight on my head, y'all. Gotta loosen this thing up. I've never been asked that question, so it's really a good question. Yeah, the root canal is just diabolical. A lot of people feel that about root canals, but they are very impactful. Root canals. So, welcome to the world of teeth. We're gonna, by the end of this episode, you'll be able to hopefully name the teeth, type the number and location in your mouth, and sound like a dentist by doing it. So that way, when you go to the dentist and they like, what tooth number is it? Is on the right. You like, oh, it's tooth number 3. They're like, how do you know that? You like, because I'm smart as fool. Now you be like, Dr. Shon taught me. All right. When I first started dental school, I really had a tough time learning the teeth. You would think it's so easy, but it is easy, but it's just, you just gotta practice. All right. So, in the dental world, there are 4 quadrants. This is the dental map. So, in my mouth, in the lion's mouth, boom. Can y'all see? Whoa, there's the mouth. So, my mouth, this is my right side. So, hold your right hand up, and then you'll know what side we're talking about. So, on the right hand side, starting at the top, the upper right hand side, this is the first quadrant. On the top right. So your molars in the back all the way here to the front tooth, number 8. And if you keep going to the other side, this is your upper left, your second quadrant. So a quadrant, what is that? That means 4. So you have 4 quadrants in your mouth. Imagine your mouth split in half here. You're going to have 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. So you got quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So you would think that quadrant 4 and quadrant 1 are on the same side. And guess what? They are. Right? And then you got quadrant 2 and 3 on the left side. So that makes it a little bit easy to remember, hopefully. So when it comes to counting your teeth, hold on, I missed something. I'd rather that than pull the whole thing out. So when it comes to root canals and fillings, the filling is always going to be the best thing you can do. That's why dentists push 6-month checkups, going to see what's wrong with your teeth. If you see a black spot, that's likely more than 100% probably a cavity. It could be some other things like staining, but I would say 95% is a cavity. So you want to go get it checked out so it doesn't get deeper. Cavities do not just go away. They get worse and worse and worse until you're going to need 3 or 4 things when you go to the dentist. You're going to need either a filling to remove the decay, the black spot, and if the decay goes so deep, you're going to need a root canal. And then if it goes so deep and gets too big, you need to take the whole tooth out. I get deep cleanings every 4 months. What's up, cuz? Well, that's really good that you get deep cleanings every 4 months. Some people don't get regular cleanings. All right, and then when you get to the point where you're getting deeper cleanings, that's like a issue with some type of bone loss. So now you're saving your teeth. So that's very good that you're sticking to that protocol. I didn't even know you was in the building, cuz you ain't even tell me. All right. So let's learn how to count the teeth. And we're using the universal numbering system, which we use in the US. There are more than one type of system, but we're not trying to learn every type of system today. We're just learning this one type of system. All right? All right. So you already know how many quadrants are there? 4, because a quad means 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your mouth is your right hand side. It always starts on the right hand side. Even if you left handed, it's right hand side. You're like, am I doing the right side? Say the right side. Is it the right side that I'm starting to count with? Your right side. You get it? Right side. So right quadrant, 1, 2, 3, 4. So teeth go 1 through 32. We have normally 32 teeth. Everyone has normally 32 adult teeth. All right? Normally 32 adult teeth. If you have more or less, then that is also possible. Some people have supernumerary teeth. Some people have less teeth than they're supposed to have. So let's count. The counting goes, if it's 32 teeth and you got 2 a top and a bottom, if you divide 32 in half, that is 16. You got 16 on the top, 16 on the bottom. Unless you get your wisdom teeth removed like me. I had my wisdom teeth removed, so I don't have 32 teeth right now, but if I was pre-26-year-old, I would be counting 32. So you know which teeth you had taken out. You know which teeth you didn't. All right. So this lion, the Lion King, has 32 teeth. Can y'all see that? Boom. $16 on the top, 16 on the bottom. So we're going to count starting from the right top quadrant with the wisdom tooth all the way in the back. So number 1 is your wisdom tooth. So tooth number 1 is always which tooth? It's a wisdom tooth. The wisdom teeth are always the ones far in the back. So if you tell them, the dentist, dang, it's the tooth all the way in the back, they're going to be like, is it the wisdom tooth? So look on here. You see these 3 molars here? These big guys, these molars, these are molars. This molar is the wisdom tooth. The molars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one is the wisdom tooth. Alright? So we're going to start on the top right side with the wisdom tooth number 1. This is the first tooth. And then you count all the way around until you get to number 16. Let me just get a pointer. Alright. So 1 all the way around 16. So 1, 2, 3. You got the 3 big molars. 1, 2, 3. Then you go to your premolars, which are smaller than the molars, but they kind of look like a molar. These are called premolars because they're before the molars. So you got 1, 2, 3. Then you have 2 premolars. 4, 5. Then when you go to the front, these are your canine. Some people call that the fang tooth, the eye tooth, people call it the sharp tooth. So that's the canine. And the canine is number 6 on the right side. So we got 1, 2, 3 molars, 4, 5 the premolars, 6 is the canine, 7 and 8 are your incisors. They're called incisors because they're meant to incise food. Like slice it up for you. That's why they look kind of like a knife on the front teeth. You see? How it looks kind of like a knife, the front teeth. You see it. Those are your incisors. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the first quadrant. 8 teeth in the first quadrant. You got that? Now, if you want to keep going, you got 9, 10, and then the other side just is a copy of the right side. The right side is a copy of the left side. So you got 8, 9. These are in central incisors. And then you got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this side, the left side is the same. Your left side is the same. You got 3 molars back here. Put your tongue back there and feel it. It's like, you can feel these teeth with your tongue. 16, that's your other wisdom tooth on the left side. And then when you drop down, boom. That wisdom tooth over here is number 17. So 16 is a wisdom tooth. Drop down, 17 is a wisdom tooth. You keep going around, so you got 3 molars on the bottom left, 2 premolars, then your incisors. So 17, 18, 19, those are your 3 molars on the left side. 17, 18, 19. The molars down here. 20, 21, these are your premolars. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Alright? So I can get kind of deep with this and keep going and trying to tell you what the teeth are called. Like, the molars are the big teeth in the back. You see? Molars. 1, 2, 3. Molars. 1, 2, 3. Molars. 1, 2, 3. Molars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Premolars. These are these guys right here. They kind of look like a molar. These two. These two. These two. So, these two. So put your questions in the chat. By the way, thank you for giving me some clarity on the question. That was useful. No problem. Yeah, put some questions in the chat. That's pretty much how you count teeth, guys. I could go a little bit deeper, but that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you'll always know number 8 and 9 are your 2 front teeth. 8, 9, 2 front teeth. You can't get it confused. You can't get it confused because you always start on your right side. So 8, 9. Alright? The bottom 2 front teeth are 24 and 25. It is so easy to count your teeth. So for me, if I'm missing all 4 of my wisdom teeth because I had them extracted, so many people are missing all 4 of their wisdom teeth. Which teeth are they going to be missing? Somebody put it in the chat. If you got all 4 of your wisdom teeth taken out, what teeth are those? If you've been paying attention. If you know that it goes from 1 through 16 on the top, and then from 17 through 32 on the bottom, and all the back teeth, the first back teeth are wisdom teeth. What teeth are those? Anybody know? Anybody know? I cash up you $5 right now. Who knows the wisdom teeth? Nobody know. I'm cash upping $5 right now to whoever can tell me the wisdom teeth. Tell me the wisdom teeth. What are the 4 wisdom teeth? And don't go cheat. Somebody put it in the chat. What are the numbers to the 4 wisdom teeth? Anybody? Drop your cash app. I'll wait. If nobody ever answers, then I guess that's easy. Alright, so while I'm waiting on that, somebody to tell me the number of the 4 wisdom teeth, we're going to talk about the tooth types and what each tooth does. Okay? So the incisors, we already talked about the incisors. You have 8 incisors. These are the front teeth. You have central incisors in the middle and lateral incisors. They're for cutting and biting your food. That's what those teeth are for. What happens is people lose their back teeth, and then they end up chewing on the front teeth, and they're not meant for chewing and grinding food. That makes your front teeth weaker, which is why partials and implants and replacing those teeth is going to be so important. So that is the incisors. Therefore, cutting. You see? The incisors. They're shaped to cut. Alright? Somebody tell me what are the 4 wisdom teeth. We cash up in $5 right now. Get away, Fly. Somebody put it in the chat. The Fly trying to join the chat. The canine. That's the sharp tooth. You all know the sharp tooth. Feel it in your own mouth. The canine. That's for tearing and shaping your smile. It also helps to like rip into food. Thank you for following. KF50. Anybody who names the numbers of all 4 wisdom teeth, I'm cash apping you $5 right now. We still don't have a winner. Anybody? Because we learned how to count teeth today. So I'm going to tell you guys again, to count the teeth, it goes from 1 through 16 on the top. Number 1 is a wisdom tooth. Number 16 is a wisdom tooth. You have 4 of them. You drop down, that's number 17. That's wisdom tooth. You go all the way around to 32. So, anybody know? Alright, we're going to give it about 2 more minutes. Then we're going to close the offer. So, premolars. They are crushing in to transition food to the molars. That's the purpose of a premolar. So they're helping crushing your food. They're smaller, so they can't do the best job like a molar. So these are the premolars. See how they're almost like a molar? The premolars here, almost like a molar. Nobody. Dang, I didn't know that count teeth was this crazy. I kind of just gave the answer too. Alright, so molars, grinding and supporting your food and your smile and your facial structure. And you know that if you lose your teeth, you kind of lose your facial structure. So that's why teeth are so important. So I want to do a little interactive moment with you guys. So with your canine, can you touch your canines? Those sharp corners where the confidence in your smile lives. That's your fang. I wish I had my grill and I'd be like grilling y'all with my fang. So baby teeth are a little bit different for the parents out here. Baby teeth versus the adult teeth. There are not 32 baby teeth. There are only 20. Your child will only get 20 baby teeth, and they are not numbers. So you don't go 1 through 16, 17 through 32. If you know the 4 wisdom teeth numbers, put it in the chat. I'm going to cash up you $5. Nobody has put it in the chat yet, so I'm waiting. I'm closing an offer in 2 minutes. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes until 11:28. Nobody put it in the chat. Let me make sure. Nobody did. Nobody did. Nope. So baby teeth. Baby teeth are the primary teeth. There are 20 primary teeth, and they are in letters from A to T. Okay? A to T. All right. you got A through J, and then you go from J to K. And the way I remember the baby teeth on the left side is just kidding. So J, K. I don't know why. In dental school, we use not hella algorithms. We use so many different little ways to kind of remember the teeth. So A to J. A to T. J to K. Just kidding. Okay, so that's the difference between baby teeth and adult teeth. So, what age should you expect those teeth to erupt for your child? So the central incisors, the front teeth, they'll erupt at like 6 to 8 years old, and this definitely varies. Some kids go faster, some kids go slower. The canines 9 to 12, and the molars are 6. You have your 6-year molars, 12 and 18 normally around for the wisdom teeth. Some wisdom teeth come in later, some never, some earlier. It just depends. Alright? So if you're missing teeth, if your children are missing teeth parents, sometimes greatness takes a little time. So, just give it a little time. Alright? So, I'm going to go over the counting of the teeth one more time because nobody really told me the number of the wisdom teeth just yet. If you can tell me the number of the wisdom teeth, I will cash app you $5, but that offer is about to close because I'm going to explain it again. So, you want to start on the upper right third molar tooth, number 1. This is your first wisdom tooth. And you move all the way across to the other side, and that's 16. Then you drop down, that's 17, which is your other wisdom tooth, and then you go all the way around to 32. Okay, so let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Drop down, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now you know the flow. Okay? So there is another system that you can use to count teeth called the FDI system, which is a 2-digit international system. It goes by quadrant, so remember the 4 quadrants plus the tooth. So number 11, the front left central incisor will be an upper right central incisor. Alright? So I hope you enjoyed this slightly interactive broadcast teaching you guys how to count teeth. Dentists and hygienists record cavities, missing teeth, crowns by tooth number. So if you ever go to the dentist, you have a tooth chart. And on this tooth chart, those numbers correspond with the teeth in your mouth. So this could help you even read your own dental records when they're talking about tooth numbers and things like that. So say if they said a patient has a cavity on tooth number 30, occlusal surface, which tooth is this? I can't even talk. Let me just have some coffee and calm down. Thank you for following Miss T. I appreciate you. So, back to what I was saying before I got a little tongue-tied. So, a patient has a cavity on tooth number 30, occlusal surface. We're not getting into the surfaces and all of that, but you'll be able to tell me what number is tooth number 30 just from counting the teeth. Because you know there are 32 teeth It's divided in half, which means 16 on the top, 16 on the bottom. You started on your right side on the top, 1 through 16. That's not where 30 is. So we're going to go down to 17. That's not where 30 is. You're going to go all the way around over here. And you get to 30, 31, and 32. Let's look at it on the Lion King. You got, y'all can see. So top right is here. It may look weird on the screen, but you know your right hand side. So right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Drop down 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Then you got 30. This is the first molar on the bottom right side. 31 and 32. So if you had a cavity occlusal number 30, that's going to be your bottom right side. And to the nerdy dental geeks out there, occlusal surface means the top chewing surface of the tooth. So that means that the cavity has not spread like to the side of the tooth or to the other side, to the lingual side of the tooth. Lingual means tongue. It's on just the occlusal top surface, and that's the number one spot where people get cavities because of the grooves and the pits and the fissures and the, you know, the anatomy of the tooth. But we're not going into tooth anatomy right now. That's a whole nother discussion. Alright, so counting teeth isn't just memorization. It is a map to treatment planning for a doctor and for a dental hygienist, and it's important to the whole dental staff and even for you as a patient, or just in case now you say, dang, I have a toothache. They want to know what the tooth number is. You can trip them out, be like, girl, that's tooth number 7 and I got a toothache on. They're gonna be like, what the hell? Dr. Shon told me how to count the teeth. So tooth number 7 will be in the front. So you got to remember that if you have teeth that are missing, those have to be counted as well. You can't just like start counting and you know you had something extracted. That tooth spot is still for that tooth that you're missing. So you still must include, I hope that makes sense, still must include the missing teeth in your counting. So if you counting, you like, girl, I only got like 23 teeth. It's because you had some extractions, or maybe some of your teeth didn't come in. Maybe you had extractions for braces. It's a lot of, you like me, you had your wisdom teeth taken out. And I'm going to tell y'all what the wisdom teeth is, since nobody kind of got it, I don't think. As I said, I'm cash apping $5 right now. I'll buy you a coffee if you can tell me what are the 4 wisdom teeth. And you know what? I'm going to leave the offer up until I get off of here. I'm going to leave it up. Tell me what are the 4 wisdom teeth numbers. And then I'm going to cash up you $5. Alright? Just until we get off of here. So, again, a quick quiz for you guys. What is tooth number 8? What is tooth number 8? Does anybody know? In your own mouth. Tooth number 8. Where is tooth number 8? I'll just tell you. So tooth number 8 is going to be, remember, you start top right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be your front tooth. Your front tooth. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. They're talking about tooth number 8 and number 9. Alright. Another question. How many molars are present in a permanent dentition? How many molars? Anybody know? Anybody know how many molars are present in an adult dentition? The permanent dentition is the adult dentition. How many molars? So you know each quadrant, 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrant has 3 molars. So if you know 3 times 4, how many molars are in the adult dentition? Come on, guys. Don't leave the Lion King hanging. I don't have any dental geeks in the building. Except Dr. Shon. How many molars do you have in your mouth? Normally. Anybody know? 3 times 12. I mean, not 3 times 12. Lord, you got way too many teeth. You basically a shark if you have that many. I'll tell you guys, there's 12 molars. So you got 3 on the top right, 3 on the bottom right, 3 on the top left, 3 on the bottom left. So 12 molars in your mouth. That's including your wisdom teeth. The last question is, what is the difference between number A, well, not number A, tooth A and tooth number 3? What is the difference? Anybody know the difference between tooth A and tooth number 3? I'm going to have to do this live over again because it's apparent that these teeth questions may be too hard, or people don't really like to learn about teeth, or I'm just a bad no, I'm just kidding. Anybody know the difference between tooth A and tooth number 3? Nobody. That is the difference between a baby tooth, A. Remember, A through T are baby teeth. And then the numbers 1 through 32 are adult teeth. Got it? We're going to put Mr. Lion up. Thanks, Lion King. Alrighty. So in summary, as I wrap this up, count your blessings and count your teeth, because you don't get but 2 sets. The first set is practice. The second set is your last chance. That's your last chance to get it right, guys. But I'm not here to scare anybody. So put your questions in the chat. Let me let's put in a topic. Tap those hearts on TikTok. Tap those hearts. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining. So yeah, every tooth tells a story about the discipline that you have. It tells a story about your heritage, what you're eating, like, and how you care for yourself, right? That's the story that every tooth is going to tell. And in my profession, I know that teeth are extremely important. They are one of the least talked about things on the planet. And one of the most preventable diseases in the world, and most people have no idea until it's too late. So on the Hood to Hood podcast, one of our global goals is to increase oral hygiene awareness. Hopefully today, with our discussion on counting teeth, you have gained some type of insight on your own mouth, because you have the same teeth numbers in your mouth. This can help you in the future with your kids and your family to just know what's going on, even if it's just a tooth number. That can help you out. All right. So it can really help you out. When you learn to count your teeth, you learn to respect your body, basically, because you're learning about yourself. And my thing is, I'm always in a positive mood when I can learn about myself. Thank you, DI, for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for the follows. So we're going to go into a dental affirmation that's going to help us really appreciate our smile today. All right. DI just became our #1 gifter badge. Thanks, guys. Thank you, DI. All right, so let's go into our affirmation. This is a dental affirmation. I love affirmations because they just set the tone. And when it comes to teeth, it may not be talked about a lot, but it kills so many people's confidence every single day when people lose their smile. Especially if you had one of those, beautiful smiles and then you didn't appreciate your smile and then you lost your smile. It can be so heartbreaking and expensive to get that smile back. So why not just put this education out so that we here on this podcast are never slacking in that department. We already know that our teeth are golden. We even put this into the kids, put this into the youth to let them know how important it is to brush and floss your teeth. And if I haven't said that to you today, guys, brush and floss your teeth. It is required twice per day. No exceptions. Brush your tongue. Use an electric toothbrush. We're not going to go into preaching right here because Dr. Shon put on the dentist preaching cape and just start preaching about teeth, and we're not going to do that today. So the affirmation I want you to say with me is, I honor my smile because it's my signature to the world. A healthy mouth is a wealthy mind. Clock that T. Okay? I honor my smile because it's my signature to the world. So that your smile, how you show up when you smile, it's like, this is my signature to the world. Like, hey, I'm in the building, boo. Like, what's up? I'm here. This is your signature to the world. However you show up when you smile now, what happens when people lose their smile? You lose your signature. So a healthy mouth, that is a wealthy mind, because you get it. A healthy mouth is a wealthy mind. I'll leave you guys with another stat. When you lose all your teeth, when you become edentulous, it is said that you lose about 5 years on your life. So teeth contribute to your longevity. Just imagine the things you can't eat and the quality of your life when you lose your teeth. You took it for a game. You know how time be flying. You just flying through time, never flossing, doc. And people said so easily, doc, I just fell off, doc. I'm sorry, doc. I'm like, don't be sorry to me. Be sorry to yourself. Because you ruin your own mouth that way. And I get it. We so tired when we get off of work. We just want to lay down. And then when people get up, they don't want to brush. And then it turns into this bad routine. I'm here to wake you up today to get you out of the bad routine. Let go of the bad routine right now, because a healthy mouth, right, is a wealthy mind. So if you don't have a healthy mouth, but you got money in the bank, what is you doing? Because you don't understand that the mouth is the gateway to the rest of the body. That is the gateway to the health in your mind, in your heart, in your lungs. They're finding research and statistics every single day to prove that when you let your mouth get out of control, when you let those bacteria just fester, all different type of porphyromonas, gingivalis, all of these different things, these different ugly, nasty ass bacteria in your mouth, even when you brush and you have a good oral hygiene routine, it's full of bacteria. That's what the mouth is. I mean, it's the breeding ground for bacteria, right? So if you let these things get out of control and the bacteria think they in college, they think it's frat night at the frat house tonight, because you ain't never brushing your teeth. They say, we got another one, we got another one, we got another one. We about to destroy this tooth right here today. They right now, I know for a fact they causing havoc in somebody's mouth right now. The bacteria, the cavities, the pain. That's why we have to honor our smile. When you honor it, you're going to brush. When you honor your smile, you're going to floss those teeth, because you're going to be like, molar, I need you. I need you, molar, to chew my food. I can't enjoy it the same when I don't have you. I need you, front teeth, because you help me with my confidence. I need you, front teeth, to slice my food for me. I'm going to count my blessings, and when I do that, they include my teeth. Oh, yeah. Because remember, the healthy mouth is a wealthy mind. So many people lose money, time, happiness when they have a toothache. Because if the mouth is hurting, you can't do nothing with that. I don't care how much money you got at the bank. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing when you got a toothache. The fun is over with. It's just like, please just eliminate this pain out of my life. I can't even think. I can't breathe. I can't take care of the kids. I can't do nothing. That's what toothaches do in your life. That's what mouth sores and the pain does when you don't respect your mouth. Alright? So that's why we say, I honor my smile because it's my signature to the world, to let them know, hey, I'm a healthy mind. I'm a wealthy mind because I appreciate self-care first. Alright? I appreciate self-care first. Now, I'll tell you about a patient I had up in, this is when I was practicing at a dental practice in Saratoga Springs, New York. And I mean, this lady was 90, I think she was 96, in her right mind, walking, talking, and she came to the dentist faithfully every 6 months. And I know because she told me. Whenever you get an opportunity to talk to the elderly, make sure you use it to ask the most burning questions you have about life, because they are the wisest and they will give you the most, not simplest, I say wise answer, because wisdom often appears so simple, but it's really deeper than you know. So she said that she just had a good, healthy routine. This was her self-care routine. She never missed it. She had her nails done. They were in this like salmon, pink, light, cute color, almond tips. 96-year-old now. Caught that tea. But she said, I come to the dentist every 6 months. She had all of her teeth. She had 0 cavities. She was 96 years old. She didn't have no bone loss. She said, I go get my nails done every 2 weeks in the same exact color. She was 96 years old. So that's why I know that for some people, when it comes to oral hygiene, it's about making an excuse. It's about like blaming your parents. It's about like saying it's in your DNA. It's about like counting yourself out before you even had a chance to save your teeth. So many young adults, and this is what bothers me, the young folks who have been told by their parents that it's just bad teeth in the family. See, they just don't brush. And I get it to a small degree. It may be caused by your parents, but a lot of times it's caused because you're eating that Snickers and then you're not brushing your teeth or flossing. Like, we're not going to overlook that part. It's caused because you keep drinking this latte full of sugar and creamer and all of these different things, and you're not flossing your teeth. It is caused because we don't have the education that we need to know how important discipline is when it comes to the health of your whole entire body, your mind, your soul, and your spirit. All of it goes together. That's why, for me, on this level up from hood to hooded, oral hygiene is non-negotiable. I come from poverty. I come from the hood. I know that when you come from the hood, your way to solve the toothache is to go to the ER, and the problem never solves, and the issue gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse because of the education. I was so grateful, and this is probably one of the main reasons why I ended up really choosing dentistry, and I didn't even know that it would help me like make this decision. One moment. My daddy got me drinking Maxwell House coffee, black with 2 sugars. He said it was good and didn't keep him up, but I'm like, Dad, we'll see. But it is good. I like that old school flavor, but I'm more of a like Give me a pumpkin and cinnamon roll coffee. Even though I don't need it, but I'm trying to drink some green tea. All right. But back to what I was saying. So in elementary school, back at Sable Palm Elementary School in Tallahassee, Florida, that was like my first time really having a dentist. And it was a Caucasian dentist, because back then we didn't think that doctors looked like us, because we ain't never really seen them. The schools just counted us out. That's why they saw me come from Tallahassee. They was like, somebody a dentist from Tallahassee? What? From the hood? Yeah, bitch. Okay, let me get back. So there was this dentist. He came, and that was the first time in elementary school, maybe like 4th or 5th grade, that I had received the education on the proper way to brush my teeth. Now, I used to go live all the time with how to brush your teeth. I kind of stopped doing that and posting about it as much once I became a dentalpreneur, because this kind of sucks a lot of time. But I feel like that is important, because my first time was in the 4th or 5th grade. That dentist came to the office and he told us to brush our teeth in a circle. Brush it in a circle. In a circle. Right, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to brush my teeth in a circle? Nobody ain't tell me that. And he didn't talk about flossing then. Flossing I heard much later. So I know that unless there's efforts for more dentists and doctors to speak out, and especially in the community, because we can only reach so many people in the dental office. This is going to be people who are used to brushing and flossing, but just the last one I didn't, but the first 2 I did. Just for people to have this type of education outside of the office is what's most important. So someone on Kick, oh man, my phone died. Sorry, bye. Goodbye, TikTok. My phone died on TikTok. But for the question about cavities and can they be fixed, and that's valid questions. So I love coming on talking about teeth. I was a little tardy to the party, but I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get off of here and go relax and take off my hat, because it's squeezing my head a little too tight. Squeezing me a little too tight. And then I have much work to do. All right. So make sure you subscribe. Join us on the Hood to Hooded Tribe. Book a cleaning or your checkup at Motivational Dentistry. And tune in tomorrow, where we'll be back for another episode of the Hood to Hooded podcast. I'm not sure what the topic is for tomorrow. Let's see. What are we talking about tomorrow? Hey. Tomorrow we are doing tech and AI. Tech and AI tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is tech and AI. Automation Thursday. So AI. And how you can use it as an entrepreneur. That's tomorrow. Alright? So I will see you later. 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 can't wait. Actually, let me tell y'all something. I can't wait for Saturday, Niji Nation Saturday, Niji Saturday, because we talking about Thanksgiving. I found something today how they was talking about how Thanksgiving, which I kind of already knew this, but the more I read, the more I remember. You can kind of forget certain facts, but how Thanksgiving they celebrated unalive in the Pequot Nation, the Pequot Indians, and they feasted on these people. So we're gonna talk about Thanksgiving, its origins, where it come from. We're gonna probably spend about a good 2 hours on Saturday on that. Thursday, see, I know this thing skipped something. It skipped something here. It skipped something. Yeah, so Thursday is for AI. Friday we doing Webull. We investing on Webull, so make sure you download your Webull apps. And then Saturday, Niji Saturday, and then Sunday we're doing another reset, healing, and reflection. I would kind of like to do like a meditation type yoga stream. I think that'd be kind of cool. How I can set that up, I don't really know, but we shall see. All right. So you guys have a good day. This is Dr. Cheap This Sunflower. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just so happy that me not feeling good this morning did not clock me out of the consistency challenge. It just goes to show that we can show up for ourselves even if we're not feeling the best. I was in the bed, like, I really could just lay here all day. Like, it's terrible weather. It's getting dark early. It's very cloudy where I'm at and gloomy. It's just like that hibernation weather. Plus not feeling well. It's the perfect recipe to quit your dreams. But we're not going to let nothing, no excuses, knock us off of our consistency challenge. That's why it's called a challenge, because it's not easy. And it's not easy for me, guys, because this is like my fourth time. I'm gonna see. That's 1, 2. It's probably like my third time trying. I want to say my fourth though. It's 3 or 4. See, I forget how many times I failed. I don't fail so much. But one thing, I'm not gonna just stay there. That's why this time I was like, I am not starting it back over. I have to show up. Even if I just get on here and just count teeth, I'm contributing in some kind of way to the hood to hood community every single day. Alright? I can't take no days off right now. Because in my head I have a plan, I have a mission, and it might seem crazy right now to people outside looking in like, girl, I am not finna go live 365 days for a year. Is you crazy? Yeah, crazy about my dreams, bitch. Crazy about my goals, bitch. If it's the Lulu, I'm gonna figure it out. This lady, I think her name is Leslie Jones. She was telling about how she had a conversation with Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx told her, it's one of them, such and such told such and such told such and such, but Jamie Foxx told Leslie Jones that in order to grow in life, which we talk about all the time, to grow in life, you have to make life experiences happen. Get fired, apply for a new job, move, try this, travel here, go there, do this, be this. Like me, I'm always like, you don't know where the hell Dr. Shon going to end up, because I'm just that adventurous. I never want to lose my kid. I never want to lose my mind. I never want to lose my creativity. I never want to lose my passion and my purpose and my intentions for life. I never want to lose my sovereignty trying to hold on to that shit. Like, no, you're not having it. It's mine. I control me. You don't control me. I never want to lose these things. In order for us not to lose it, we must sometimes lose it. That's what I meant to say. In order for us to sometimes lose it, we must first, to learn it, we must first lose it. I don't know if I said that right. It's the coffee. In order for us to learn it, we must first lose it. And then you're really not losing nothing. You're really gaining the experience. Okay? So my time here is up. Be proud of us for showing up today. Be proud of us for pushing through another day to just make it count. That was rude. Alright, this is Dr. Cheat This Sunflower, and I'm out. Bye, guys.